Hey everybody, Kimberly Olson here, also known as the Gold Digger Girl, coming in live for a podcast party. We are in episode 53. I'm so excited. I've been doing a lot of trainings right now, and I just realized that we haven't talked about engagement bait in a long time. So if you don't know about algorithm, if you don't know about, I gotta fix my ring light here. If you don't know about engagement bait, if you don't know about your algorithm rating for either Instagram or Facebook, let me know below. I'd love to take a little survey here. Oh my gosh, this is so good. At least it's you guys. Okay, I think that's better. Anyways, oh wow, look at those little double ring lights there. Okay, I'm just gonna let that go. Just let that go. Let me know though as far as your understanding of algorithm, engagement bait, all that good stuff. Okay. I'm going to try not to let this lady bother me. All right, I'm going to go ahead and record this podcast party. It's on iTunes. So if you're on iTunes, go ahead and find my podcast. It's called The Gold Digger Girl, okay? If you're watching this on Facebook, I will put a link. Actually, I'll make a note real quick. I'll put a link in Messenger so you guys can click it and get on the podcast. How does that sound? All right, here we go. We're going to rock and roll. Welcome everyone to the Gold Digger Girls podcast, where we talk about crushing your goals and creating the life of your dreams. I'm Kimberly Olson, your hostess, and today we're going to talk about stop baiting and start engaging. Because if you're like most online marketers, you are doing it all wrong. Have you ever posted something before and got crickets? Let me know. You know where. Now, if you're listening, you can't let me know, but you probably can shake your head. Yes. Right? You've had that happen before where you're like, oh, I've got this amazing post. This is so awesome. And then you go to post it and you have crickets. You know what I'm talking about? There's a couple of reasons why that can happen, but that's what we're going to talk about today. I'm going to help you to stop baiting, okay? Because Facebook doesn't like it. Instagram doesn't like it. And you can actually negatively impact your account if you're using engagement bait, okay? So let's talk about algorithm. Let's talk about baiting, and let's talk about how you can start engaging, okay? First off, what is algorithm? So every account has an algorithm rating. So basically it's this fancy thing. No one really knows what the algorithm is. It's obviously proprietary. But Facebook and Instagram, they have algorithms, even Pinterest does too. And how it works is based on all these different things going on in your account, you have an algorithm rating. So the higher the algorithm rating, the better. So if you're posting relevant content, meaning if you're consistent, like let's say you're always posting about puppies. Oh yeah, I should welcome you guys on. Hello, let me know where you guys are tuning in from. For those that are not listening, if you're watching this, we're on Instagram and Facebook, okay? So just let me know where you're tuning in from. I'd like to see what countries represent, okay? What countries do we have on this video today? So when it comes to the algorithm based on your posting, you're going to get rated. So let's say you always post about puppies, and then one day you post about knitting cotton sweaters. I don't even know if that's a thing, but you will get you'll get a ding on your account. That is not relative, and so your audience will negatively react to that post because it's not aligned with who you are and what you're posting. So if you're not consistent with your messaging, so you're just sort of guessing and you're all over the place, you probably don't have a very relevant profile, okay? So that's just one piece of the puzzle. Also, original content. So if you are posting, if you're reposting things, so let's say you're in a Facebook group on a team page. I know a lot of you are network marketing, and your upline's like, hey, we've got this new product. It's so awesome. And you're like, yeah, I'm going to do this amazing post and 5 million people are going to order today. And so you save the image and then you repost the image. The first person who ever posted the image, Facebook loves that. They're like, great, new image, new content. We love this. Everybody else gets little dings, okay? It's not good. If you're number 100 of posting that same image, that dings your algorithm. It doesn't help it. If you post content that gets good engagement, that increases your algorithm. Any guesses to the number one way to boost your algorithm? Let me see what everybody has to say. Any guesses? Again, if you're listening, just say it out loud in your car, wherever you're listening to this. The number one way is through Facebook Lives and Instagram Lives, or IGTV, if you're utilizing IGTV on Instagram. It is the number one way that you're going to boost your algorithm because Facebook loves live video, Instagram loves lives, Instagram also loves your stories. That's probably another great place. Yes, Ginny, you're right in the money. So what can you do? Okay, so basically you want to understand what not to do, and you want to start doing what's good. Okay, so now you guys understand algorithm. Algorithm is going to be based on your relevancy, It's going to be based on you posting new content. It's going to be based on the interaction that your videos get. And if you think about it, live video is going to get you more bang for your buck. I get, 2,000 to 6,000 on average per video I do on Facebook. If I post a decent post on Facebook, I'll get 100 and some comments. Like, you just can't beat that, right? Like, it's amazing for what it can do. So you've got your algorithm. Now you've got baiting. This is another piece that you need to understand. Okay. What is engagement bait? You've all heard of this before. They're cracking down even more on this because the collective audience of Facebook and Instagram are not online marketers like us. The collective audience are just normal people who go on Instagram or Facebook to be social. So if they're going on Instagram and Facebook to be social and they're constantly being blasted with people's, oh, buy my lipstick, it's annoying to people. They don't like it. And so they're reporting those things or voting against that kind of stuff. And so Facebook is paying attention to that. Facebook owns Instagram, if you guys didn't know that. So whatever it rolls out, it typically rolls out also on the other platform as well. Okay. So baiting is where you are trying to promote something, whether it be you're trying to sell something or if you do anything to do with your business. So if you say, hey, we've got a flash sale, it ends tomorrow, you can save blah, blah, blah dollars. All of those words are negative, bad. That's engagement bait. It doesn't like it. It's not going to show anybody. And Facebook and Instagram is going to ding you. Okay. They're not going to like your stuff. Okay. It's like a popularity contest, but you got to play the rules, guys. Like, it's not our platforms, right? My email list, I have, almost 10,000 people on my email list. That's mine, right? My website is mine. Facebook is not mine. Instagram is not mine. So we have to play by the rules. Okay. So when you do post stuff like that, their little algorithm, they have little bots that can detect all that stuff, which is crazy, guys, because they can also detect audio now. So they can hear what I'm saying. Specifically on Facebook, I don't think they've rolled it out on Instagram Live because it's going to take a lot of bandwidth to do that. But they're listening, they're reading, they're detecting what you're saying. So if you're saying, buy my stuff, we've got this sale, that's called engagement bait. The other one I'll see people do is, oh, hurry, join my team. You can get started for $99. We've never done this before, okay? No, stop doing that. First of all, it doesn't work. If you've had anybody do it, I bet you $1 million they were a kidnapper. You can message me otherwise, but I'm pretty sure they were a kidnapper. People who are really looking to build a business are not just scrolling on Facebook like, oh, cool, that sounds good. Like they've talked, like there's been some depths and conversations and all the things. So those don't even work anyways. And plus, it just really makes your page look salesy and icky. I want you to go to some pages of people that you respect. I would love for you to go check my page out on Facebook or Instagram. Kimberly Olson is my personal page on Facebook. Go check it out. Go look. I actually am super excited because I'm getting to do an interview with Simon Chan of MLM Nation, and that's coming up in a couple weeks. And we chatted on Zoom beforehand just to see if I was a good fit. I knew I was a good fit, but he had to make sure. And he said, "What company are you with?" He's like, "I could not figure it out because I'm in direct sales," and I was like, that's how you want your profile to appear, okay? No one knows what I'm with, what company I'm with, unless you've been in my private boot camps or things like that. You get to know all the secrets, right? You want your personal page to not be salesy, okay? It should be personal, right? Stuff about you, stuff about your kids, your hopes, your dreams, the things that you love, okay? So if you're posting buy my stuff, if you're posting any of that stuff, you guys, that is big time engagement bait, and that's going to cause some dings on your algorithm, and it's going to turn people off. Let's listen in really quick to the sponsor that I'm digging, and then I'll tell you more about some other engagement bait pieces to consider. Now, there's another piece to this before we get into how to increase engagement, okay? Now, when it comes to baiting, let me know if you've done these things. Have you ever said things like, share this, comment below? I'm trying to think of some other ones. Let me know in the comments, anything like that. That's like a very soft way of engagement bait. It's not really selling, but as of late, Facebook is really cracking down on those terms too. So just try to think of unique ways to get people to interact with your post. What they're looking for is really natural conversation. So I did a whole video on my business page. If you're on Facebook right now watching the premiere of this, it's on this page. So if you click the videos tab, it was in the last couple weeks. My business page is the Goal Digger Girl, GOAL. On Facebook. And a couple weeks ago, I did a training on the video version of engagement bait and how you have to be careful with your lives. You can't say, put one below if you're watching this live, share this if, you can't do that. They want it to be natural. So if you were chatting with a friend, so say you and I are sitting across from a table having coffee right now, and we were just chatting about, engagement bait, which we probably would be if we were friends in real life. So anyways, I was reading some stuff about Facebook and engagement bait. Did you see the email that they sent out about the new rules on engagement bait? And you would say, no, I did not see the new rules. What are they? That would be a normal conversation. So me saying, did you see what Facebook released about engagement bait, the new rules? That is a very natural way to ask you versus saying, okay, in the comments below, let me know if you know what engagement bait is. So you just have to start to practice and get the hang of it, but watch my videos because my videos, actually my views have gone up. I'm averaging way more video views. Well, not way more. I'd say an average of like maybe 500 to 1,000 more, 2,000 more in a couple of them than I normally get when this rolled out, because I've known how to work it the way that they want it, and it's really helped my account. So Facebook is showing my stuff over other people, which is great for me, and I want to pass it along to you and help you guys get more video views too, okay? So it's not that your videos are bad, and the posts aren't bad either. So that's what I want to stress to you guys. You're not doing anything wrong, okay? You are just learning. So if you post something and nobody comments on it, it's not a bad post. All it is that Facebook didn't show it to anybody, okay? So when you post on Facebook within about 30 minutes to an hour, it's gonna decide whether or not to push your post out to everybody. On Instagram, it's about 10 minutes, okay? So if you post something and Facebook decides, it's not really a relevant post, or we don't think it's gonna get a lot of engagement, it'll just sit there, like no one's gonna see it. So I'll give you a couple tips to finish this off of how to increase engagement, but I just want to stress to you, you're not doing anything wrong. It's a learning curve, okay? It took me a long time, not a long time, but it took me some time to figure this out, okay? So a couple things you can do. The first thing with engagement, to get posts that have good engagement, is I want you to get clear on who you are and what you have to offer and be consistent. I want you, for me, you guys know me as the Goal Digger Girl, so you can expect to see me talking about crushing your goals, inspirational things. I'm a mom. You're going to see stuff about my kids, inspirational quotes, whatever. You also know that I'm into health and wellness, so you're going to see me working out, stuff like that. I don't randomly post about, the country fair and, that I like to do karaoke. Like, it's very consistent. You know what to expect from me. So I want you to get really clear on who you are in your message, and it may take some soul searching, but what better thing to invest in than figure out who you are, right? And how you want to show up on social media, okay? That's the first thing. The second thing to do is when you craft that post, I want you to like the post and comment on it to kind of get it going. So Emma's on here. So let's say Emma posted about, she posted a quote about making some of those little energy balls. You know what I'm talking about? The little power balls you can make. She could post a recipe of oatmeal raisin power balls and say, she could post the recipe, she could like it and comment. What are some of your other favorite ingredients to use? I also like to do this with chocolate chips and shredded coconut. And she could piggyback on the post in the comment section. So since she's commenting on it, it will open up the dialogue. People will see it's not just Emma posting a recipe. She's offering up where people can interact and say, oh, well, I also like to do chia seeds in mine, and whatever, okay? So that's the first thing you're gonna do. The next thing you're going to do is you're gonna keep an eye on the comments, right? That first 10 minutes on Instagram and the first 30 minutes on Facebook, keep an eye in the comments. So what I do is I post everywhere, and then I do a sweep back through and check. And if you have comments, you need to reply back to comments. It drives me crazy when I go to people's posts for whatever reason, people on my team, or if I'm coaching somebody or doing a profile review, and I go on their page and there's people commenting, especially if it's a curiosity post. I'm just like, oh my gosh. I'll go on there and people are commenting and they're not replying back. I'm just like, okay, you're shooting yourself in the foot, because that's going to drive up the algorithm, because it shows Facebook that there is engagement, there's interest, there's a conversation going. Facebook equals conversation, connection, community, okay? Conversation, connection, community should be a whole training. Maybe that's next week's podcast, okay? Write that down. Conversation, connection, and community, okay? It wants that happening. Now, here's an advanced hack, okay? When you have somebody comment on your post, okay? What I want you to do is I want you to go to their page. So reply back, okay, so we'll use Becky. So Becky comments on my post, and Becky's like, oh yeah, girl, I'm freaking, I love raisins or whatever. Becky loves raisins. She's really passionate about it. What I'm going to do is say, oh yeah, my kids love raisins, and I love finding a way to, work them into a recipe and give them some, like a little snack. Then I'm going to go to Becky's page, and I'm going to look at Becky, what she's been posting, and I'm going to give one of her posts some love. Okay. Not only does Becky appreciate this because she gets it, my whole community is also online marketers, so they get it. But even if they're not, right? Like, people love having people comment on their post. Facebook loves this, you guys. It's like algorithm crack, because what is happening is there's this whole web of you interacting, them interacting, and it's back and forth. And that's what Facebook wants. Okay. Now this is what's so great. One, it's going to help your post. It's going to help her. You're building a relationship with Becky, and now Facebook is for sure going to put your post in front of Becky, because you've proven to Facebook that you two want to see each other's stuff. So the next time you post, Becky's going to get it on her notifications or in her newsfeed. Isn't that awesome? So I want you guys to start doing that right away. Last tip I want to give you to wrap this up is call to action. Okay. You're going to have to practice with this, so you're not doing engagement bait, but think of ways that you can ask a question in your post to get people to interact with you. Okay. So I did a post today on my on my Facebook page about Addison running with all the boys, and she's just like crushing it, about like a girl, and like how we don't go after things. Like, we're worried about what people think, and we're worried about failing and all this stuff. And I was like, what do you have that you need to go after, without fear? Just go towards that goal. Like, what is it? That's a question. That's a call to action. Ask a question in your post to encourage interaction. If you just post a quote, people are not going to just go crazy. But I've also said, I have one that says Wonder Woman, it's not a fictional character, it's a state of mind. And I'll put, do you guys agree, and why? And people are like, yes, yes, yes. Da, 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 da. Okay, so it could be something that simple, but you have to ask the question, okay? So that should be plenty to get you guys started. It's trial and error. If you put in the work and the time and the commitment, you're going to rock it. You're going to get it down, and you're going to be like, I'm freaking amazing. Okay. So if you are listening on iTunes, thank you so much. Please leave a review. And I want you to email me at thegoaldiggergirl@gmail.com. It's GOAL, thegoaldiggergirl@gmail.com. If you leave me a review on iTunes, message me or shoot me an email, and I have a thank you gift for you. And then if you're watching this, if you just drop LINK, you know where, because we're watching the engagement bait right now. LINK, you'll get a link in Messenger, or you'll get a message from Messenger, and the little mini chat will come along, and I'm going to be telling you about my peak productivity workshop that's coming up. I actually have a ton of people registered for it already. It's the first one I've ever done, and people are really responding, so apparently you guys need it. But if you're a hot mess, like you suck at time management, you're disorganized, you like want to crush it. You guys, this morning I did a one-on-one coaching call, and she goes, tell me what to do. She goes, literally, I don't know what to do. And I'm like, you don't know what to do? She's like, I don't. We went by line item by line item. I'm like, all right, this is what you're posting every day. This is what you're reaching out to people. This is your new connections. This is what you're doing. And we put her whole plan together. And it literally is Monday through Sunday, and she's going to check it off. Do you think that's going to transform her business? Well, I'm going to give you guys control back. I'm going to show you exactly how I've been able to build multiple six figures. Well, when I hit my first six figures, I was working full time, and my children are babies. Okay. If I can do it, you guys can do it. Okay. So LINK, and I'll message you. Also, my mastermind is open for a couple more days. So if you've ever thought like, gosh, I wish Kimberly Olson was my upline, unless you're going to join my team, that's a special message. But if you're just like, no, I love my company, but I want Kimberly's help, you can jump into my mastermind. It's a monthly membership program, and where I do advanced trainings. I'm your accountability. Basically, every week you check in with me. You have a little engagement pod that you guys help each other to hold accountable. We do a book of the month club. It's just a very special place. You guys get you're my number one priority for attention outside of my team. Okay. So mastermind is open right now. You have to apply for it. So if you guys want that as well, just LINK, it's the magic words. And then that'll come on over to you and message you. If you're on Facebook, if you're on Instagram, I see a lot of people putting link in the comments. I'll circle back and get that info to you guys. Okay. So for everyone that listened today for episode 53, I really appreciate you all for following along. So until next time, go out there and crush your goals and create the life of your dreams. That's that's a wrap. Thanks for being on the podcast today, you guys. Love it, love it. I'm going to go pick up my sweet baby girls. Hopefully they're just amazing little snuggle bugs and well-behaved and just magical children. But if not, we'll love them and be thankful for them in this little season of life that's called small children. And it's going to be amazing rest of the day. I'm going to manifest that. And I'm also going to manifest for each one of you just a little nugget today, something good for you today. It could be something small. Maybe a little beautiful butterfly flies by you and you just think, oh, I haven't really looked at nature lately. Or maybe you get a nice little thank you in the mail. I'm going to manifest something, just a little small, little act of kindness done to you from somebody else, okay? Have a great day. I will see you guys later. Bye.